top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bruins will kick it away to start. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Ramsey. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today.
Turning it on! Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Right on target this time. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They just keep firing. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Bang it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, in the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
Wide open spaces. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. Was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like he is the bell cow.
Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins.
You knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. This guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in down the middle. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The short hands, it's Horn. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Horn Frog. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Traore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He'll take it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, the defense did their job. They were able to get the interception, give the offense the ball back. Now you're set up after that run play on 3rd down. There's a lot of pressure on you here. You've got to find a way to stay on the field. You've got to find a way to score points after getting that takeaway.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
4th and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. They'll go to the air. Going for 6. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. They'll try the run. There he goes. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting down.
Unloads it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Fires to the big fella. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Leaves it with the running back. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get him in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Switzer. The screen, he can go. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? Quarterback empties his backfield. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He caught it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Horn. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Kendricks. Oh, what a cut! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Bruins have pushed it inside the 20. This quarterback part of their running game. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Switzer. Fires deep toward the end zone. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Trying to take it back. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, TCU! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Traore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They're testing the right side here. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the...
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Running back searching for a hole. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Switzer. He's got the back in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Grab near the marker. It's Switzer. He's loose down the left side, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UCLA!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking for a deep man. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell.
Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. It's Switzer. Looking to scramble. Finding open areas. Quarterback gets a first down. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast.
They've got the play bottle up. Fumble, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling onto a massive fumble recovery.
The Horned Frogs now try to cash in on this big opportunity created by the defense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He fires a bullet to the right. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Back to throw, it's Switzer. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit. And as soon as he gets the football, hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they fail to hook up on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. Trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Davis looking to pass. Pressure coming. He's in open space downfield. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. And some room to work. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's a first down for the offense.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Got room to work. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Picks up 1. And that's a first down for the offense.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air, it's Switzer. Floats it out in space. Breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Runs through a tackle. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Stopped short of the marker. And they stop in his defense, and they get the ball back.
You know, offensively, defensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Making side adjustments here. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Davis will throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Davis looking to pass. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, hope they like apples there on that one sideline because Washington State and UW have gone final. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past day, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Reels it in down the left side. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Good enough for a first down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. The screen, he's got wheels. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. Now on the move. He is stopped short on the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.